I mean, they might tell Clayton McCullough, thank you for taking Bellozo out. So either he was pitching well first and foremost, so you got to tip your hat to him. He looked really good, and then there might have been some difficulty seeing. But nonetheless, after he comes out of the game, the offense really got going. What was really impressive is that every spot in the lineup ended up scoring except one spot. So that's telling you up and down the lineup, they were getting the job done. And listen, you really got to tip your hat to both Landon Knack and Matt Sauer just to be able to finish that with well-needed rest for the rest of that bullpen. How critical that was. Those two guys getting the job done. Great job.
That is a great point. Landon and Matt, outstanding job. Once again, we need that rest. This is a long road trip. Now you're going to fly back to Arizona. We talked about in the pregame show a must-win. The boys watch our pregame show, so there's a sense of urgency, John. We put it on them. Hey, must win. They came out and did just that.
They certainly responded today. And how about Ha-Seong Kim? His first 3 big league starts in this series. He got a base hit in all 3 games. 2 hits today and an RBI, and a post-game interview right now with Kirsten Watson.
Ha-Seong, you've now had 3 straight starts. Just how comfortable are you feeling playing at the big league level and the success that you've been having as of late?
그래서 오늘까지 3일 연속 이제 선발 출장하고 있어요. 그래서 좀 얼마 정도 좀 편해졌고 지금 느낌이 어떠신지요?
아직 뭐 그렇게 편해진 건 잘 모르겠고 그래도 첫날보다는 많이 나아진 것 같습니다.
Still, but way comfortable than first day, the starting day.
And to get things going offensively, just what is your mindset at the plate in which you're trying to contribute to this offense?
그래서 공격 부분에서 타석에 들었을 때 팀이 어떤 부분에서 좀 기여하려고 하셨었나요?
그냥 항상 말했듯이 제가 뭐 홈런을 치는 타자도 아니고 홈런을 바라지 않는 것 같아서 저는 일단 루상에 나갔을 때 더 팀에 도움이 되는 선수이기 때문에 어떻게든 루상에 나가려고 하고 있습니다.
Like I always said, I'm not a home run hitter. I'm not a power hitter. It's more important to get on base. And then once I get on base, I think I can contribute to the team.
Just seeing, considering all of the adjustments that you made to your swing, seeing the results to come, that has to feel rewarding.
여태까지 스윙 조정을 계속 해왔었는데 그게 이제 좀 결과로 나오는 것 같아요. 그런 부분에서 또 어떻게 생각하시는지요?
네, 다행히 팀에서 알려주신 부분을 연습하다 보니까 이렇게 결과가 좋게 나온 것 같은데 네, 앞으로도 열심히 해야 될 것 같습니다.
Luckily, the results comes along what the team taught me, and then I still have to work hard.
How special is it having an incredible group of veterans just around you? I saw Miguel Rojas talking to you and Andy after that play in the outfield.
아까 앤디 파이스도 그랬고 미겔 로하스가 계속 이렇게 얘기해주고 이런 되게 엄청난 또 팀에서 같이 많은 좋은 구성원들과 뛰고 있는데 어떠신지요?
일단 너무 좋고 제가 모르는 게 많잖아요. 처음이라 그런 것들을 너무 친절하게 먼저 와서 알려주기 때문에 야구를 하는 데 있어서 너무 좋은 것 같습니다.
You know, it's awesome that this is my first year. I have a lot of questions and I have a lot of things that I don't know. But to be honest, everyone is being nice and then they tell me what to do. So it's been great.
Ha-Seong, congratulations on this series win.
오늘 위닝 시리즈 축하드립니다.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great day for Ha-Seong Kim and also for Freddy Freeman, who extended his hitting streak in this game to 12 in a row. He had a 3-hit game. He knocked in 4 runs. Look at this. Look at these numbers over the last 12 games. Hitting 478. The OPS almost 1,400, 4 bombs, but how about 18 RBIs in 12 games? He scored 11 runs. Jerry, that's why it was an easy shot call for me today by going with Freddy Freeman because he had another big day in Miami.
Yeah, way to go on a limb there, John.
That's what I do.
Fab Five Freddy,
6 and 2.
just owns the Marlins. Once again, he is a professional hitter. Rocket up the middle, scrum up baseball. We talked about it earlier. It was really tough to see for these hitters early in the ballgame because there was a glare in center field. I love this approach here. Picking up that RBI after my called shot, Shohei Ohtani triple. Outstanding job once again. This ball is down. It is a ball, but he's able to get the barrel to it, and he's on his horses. Triple for Fab Five Freddy. Bases clearing triple for him. He's a professional hitter, does it in so many different ways.
You know, everything you said, Jerry, was spot on about how good and how great Freddie Freeman. I'm curious to see if he said, listen, put me in the lineup, 1, because I'm swinging the bat really well and feeling pretty good, or 2, he might be saying, listen, we have a couple of guys hurt right now and out. We need to win this series. I like to be, helpful with helping that, because we know he doesn't like to come out. Right. Even though they were saying, scheduled day off, give him some rest. He's like, I'm not coming out, but I think he also heard Jerry say must win. So he's like, he's right. I got to go go out there and play.
He's exactly right, because it was supposed to be a scheduled day off for Freddie, but he probably told Dave, listen, I had plenty of days off.
Way too hot.
When I was on the IL, so I'm rested. I'm ready to go. We got to win this ball game.
All right, Dodgers did win this ball game. Let's head back to the booth in Miami. Check in one final time with Steven Nelson and Eric Karros.
4 straight series wins for the Dodgers, EK. They're 4-2 to start this 10-game road trip. There were so many positives to illustrate tonight.
I mean, really, for me, Landon Knack, the way he set the tone, gave the Dodgers 5 good innings, left with a 1-0 lead. Sauer comes in with some trouble, gets him out of it. And then the Dodger offense just erupted. I think it was a master move by Dave Roberts. Honestly, it's 1 out, Conforto up at the plate. No, we're going to pinch hit Rojas. They counter, and then, no, we're going to pinch hit Outman. He draws a walk, scores on a base hit by Kim with a great slide, puts him ahead 2-0, and then it just became hectic.
I mean, the pitch, he said, Landon Knack, 5+, that was key. Don't sleep on Matt Sauer, 4-inning save. Eric Steven, that's for you. James Outman, Ha-Seong Kim. Again, there's just so many reasons why this is going to be a happy flight to Arizona. This is a big series against the D-backs. First time against them this year.
Well, it really is. And again, we're clicking on all cylinders. We're hitting good game pitching-wise. And let's not forget, Freddy Freeman had 3 hits today, had 4 RBIs, and he's going to Chase Field, where he is one of the most important, most effective, and productive hitters in that ballpark, and he's got 4 games there.
We're looking forward to it. Yoshinobu Yamamoto against Brandon Pfaadt in the series opener. We'll be with you for it.
First, let's hear from the skipper, Dave Roberts, with Kirsten and the media.
First with Landon Knack, just of course ahead of the game we talked about him being efficient and effective. How did he do just that today?
Landon was fantastic. Coming here a day ago and being ready to pitch and appreciating what we were up against, and to be efficient, go out there and keeps in a ball game, throw the baseball really well, and then to be able to hand it off to Sauer and do what he always does and fills up the strike zone and keeps the pace of play. And to use those 2 guys today, considering where we were at, feel a lot different than we did last night. And so now Penn is reset and get ready for Arizona.
With Freddie, you were able to get him off his feet late in the game, but just to see what he's been able to do offensively, is this probably the best you've seen him, especially this year?
Best we've seen him this year. I do think that he's certainly managing the ankle, but he's seeing the baseball really well, taking good swings. And so, in the middle of 10 in a row, and I know we talked about potentially giving him a day off today, but, in talking to him, he feels good and he's seeing the baseball well. So any chance we can get him off his feet, we've done that. But, today was good. It was close until it wasn't, and it was just that big 6-run inning was big and just taking really good at-bats.
When he was coming off the IL, you talked about him trying to find a new normal. Do you feel like he found a new normal, or is it him just getting back to where he was before the ankle?
I actually think this is a new normal. I think that with his swing, the lower half, it's a little different than it was, than it has been throughout his career. But I think this is kind of what, like I said before, a new normal for him, and he's finding ways to make good on it and feel comfortable while doing it.
What happened with Phillips?
He's just had some arm soreness. It's just not recovering. And could he have pitched today? Absolutely. I just don't know. No one knows how he would feel responding going forward. So I think for us, it just made the most sense to IL him. And our expectation is on that 16th day, he'll be back active. So it's just more of a precaution.
So how long has this been bothering you?
It's kind of just been, I thought it was just reacclimating to, the workload, and I always felt good when I pitched. So that's kind of, where my disappointment comes in, is I do feel like I can still contribute, but I think what it comes down to is we don't want to mess around with something in early May. So we don't really have the luxury of giving me a couple days off here to, figure it out. So we decided best to just, be cautious with it.
we'll get a deeper look at things over the next week or few days in Arizona when we get over there, and hopefully have a clearer idea of what we're working with. But I think there's a lot of optimism in the training room about what they're expecting. So let's just hope this is a quick 15 days and we're right back to it.
MRI, is that what you're expecting?
We'll get to Arizona and kind of get our ducks in a row and create a plan, whether that's getting back to LA and getting something figured out, or see how things develop overnight. I think we've made some great progress even in just the past couple of days. That's, again, I'm not happy to be in this position. I think we've made some great strides in my just general recovery over the past couple of days, so hopefully we just keep building on that.
And it certainly makes sense, Jerry. We heard Dave Roberts say Evan Phillips could have pitched today, and we heard Evan Phillips say he actually feels fine when he pitches. But for a guy who's just coming back after missing about 6 months with a slight tear in his rotator cuff, you want to be careful with him having some discomfort in that forearm.
Yeah, you have to be very, very cautious with him. Once again, Evan Phillips is so important to our bullpen, especially the back end of our bullpen. So if he feels anything, right now is the time to kind of shut him down a little bit, let that whatever he's dealing with subside, and make sure once he takes the mound again, he's 100%. So if you're going to do that, do it now. Make sure you get him right.
Yeah, it's smart. And listen, sometimes when you have an injury somewhere, you don't know subconsciously you may be putting some, some torque or some, you might start feeling pain somewhere else. So if you're starting to feel it now, I'm glad he addressed it doing that. We also know, we're talking about his sweeper has been pretty nasty too. Maybe you're going, okay, might trying to get a little more extra on that, maybe something like that. But nonetheless, take care of it now.
In 7 games this year since he came off the IL April 19th, no runs allowed by Evan Phillips for the Dodgers.
Landon, just coming into this game, obviously I know the bullpen was taxed. Just how much was it just top of mind to go out there, be efficient, and to be effective on the mound?
I mean, obviously big, of course, when you're trying to make sure that you save the pen over there a little bit, get them some rest. And so, yeah, the day was just kind of really just wanted to attack, get ahead as quick as possible, and just try to stay on the attack the whole time.
As you were cruising along, what was working so well for you today?
Kind of everything felt pretty good today. I think we did some work on the throw the last couple weeks. Kind of got back to me, real true, like north-south, so a little less spinning. So kind of keeping everything over the plate. Like fastball location was great. Curveball was being able to strike that. Changeup was really going. So felt really good.
All right, tomorrow the Dodgers are opening up a 4-game series against the Diamondbacks in Arizona. It's going to be Yoshinobu Yamamoto getting the ball, looking to improve to 4-2, or on his 4-2 record. Jerry has a 0.9 ERA this season.
He has been outstanding at the start of the season. Listen, more of the same. The D-backs are playing pretty good baseball. They always want to get a little get back at the Dodgers. Got to come ready to play.
Early on, I want to see how sharp he is. One, we know it's different to pitch in Arizona. The ball doesn't kind of move or break the same way. The other thing, though, too, it's a shortened rest than what he's used to. He's not once a week, so we'll see. I'm hoping he's what we've seen so far.
It's going to be a fun 4-game series for Jerry Nomar and Kirsten. I'm John. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Our pregame coverage begins at 5:30 here on Sportsnet LA.